Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a pretty crazy day to say the least with the Black Ops Cold War reveal. Of course, earlier today we saw the in-game event for the reveal, which I have to say was absolutely awesome, and in the time since the trailer revealed, we've actually learned a ton about the game regarding the campaign and what to expect there, some new info on multiplayer, some new info on the DLC system, and even more. So today we're going over everything we learned about Black Ops Cold War so far. So if you enjoy the video at any point, or if you're just excited for the game, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here, I'm going to be covering any and all Black Ops Cold War info as it drops in the coming days, weeks, and months. So to stay up to date with all of that, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. Now, we've got a ton of info to cover here, and I guess we'll start with the actual game itself and the various editions of it that you'll be able to buy. So as of now, we do have 3 different versions that have been announced. The standard version, the cross-gen version, then also the ultimate version, and the standard version is going to cost $59.99, and this includes, of course, the Cold War game, then also the Confrontations weapon pack. And then when you pre-order the digital version of this or any other version of the game, you also get early access to the open beta and the Frank Woods operator in Modern Warfare and Warzone. Then the cross-gen bundle goes for $69.99, nice, and this includes everything that the standard version does, but you also end up getting a copy on the current gen consoles and also one on the next gen consoles too. So if you do plan on upgrading to the PS5 or the Xbox Series X when they drop, you'll be able to get the game right away for those consoles at no extra cost. Then the Ultimate Edition features everything that the cross-gen version has, and it also has the Land, Sea, and Air pack, which you guys are seeing on the screen right now, alongside a Battle Pass bundle of 1 Battle Pass and 20 tier skips, and that'll be for Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War. Plus, you also get 10 tier skips for Modern Warfare when you pre-order the digital edition of this one too. Now, as far as upgrading goes, if you plan on getting the game on Xbox One or PS4, and then going to Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5, on PS4 the upgrade is going to cost $10. On Xbox though, the price hasn't been determined yet, so that's kind of interesting. Then for the physical edition on PS4, you can actually upgrade this for free because all you need to do is put in the PS4 disc into the PS5. Then on Xbox, the physical version cannot actually be upgraded. Now, alongside all of that, it was also announced that Sony does actually have an exclusivity contract for Black Ops Cold War, and because of that, players on PlayStation 4 are going to get access to the open beta first. Then we also got some next-gen news as well that says on PS5 and on the Xbox Series X, the game is going to have a higher frame rate, hardware-based ray tracing, and also faster load times. So take that into consideration as well. Now, of course, we've mentioned the beta multiple times now, and for this there's actually no date set for it yet, but it will be available on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and players who pre-order the digital editions of course get early access to the beta, and whenever we do get the dates for that, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. Now, getting into the campaign details, we actually learned a ton about the story this year from a pre-brief event that certain creators and insiders were invited to, so now all of this info is coming from Charlie Intel, and the link to the site will be down below. So, first and foremost with the campaign, for the very first time in Call of Duty history, we are actually going to be able to create our very own player, including their gender, name, identity, backstory, and even more. Now, it is simply a cosmetic thing, so regardless of who your character is, the story and the gameplay is still all going to feel the same, but it does sort of create a sense of personality and uniqueness. Is that a word? Sure, we're going to go with it. It creates a sense of personality and uniqueness to the character that you play as. Now, as far as the other characters go, we of course have the icons, Frank Woods, Hudson, and Mason all included in the story, but then we also have some new characters that we learned about too, including Russell Adler, played by Bruce Thomas, Helen Park, played by Lizzie Cowles, Laser Azule, played by Damon Dayoub, I'm probably mispronouncing that, then also Lawrence Sims, played by Reggie Watkins. And apparently, Russell Adler is going to be the biggest of all the new characters, and he's going to have a very impactful role in the overall storyline with his quote-unquote dark charisma that he seems to carry. Then we also got some more specific details on some of the missions thanks to Charlie Intel, and for instance here, one of them takes place in the Ukraine, and apparently this one is more of a stealth-based mission, however it does have some high-action gameplay parts in there too. And here players are infiltrating a Soviet structure, and it's said to be a pretty standard breach and clear level. Then we have another mission based in Moscow that takes place inside of the KGB headquarters, and apparently here you have a lot of freedom in this level as to how you want to approach it. You know, you can choose certain ways to interact with the mission in general, which I think is really, really cool. Then the final mission that was shown takes place in Vietnam, and this is actually a flashback one that sort of helps shape the Cold War story, and once again you can choose your own path in a way, and apparently this is the most unique and mind-bending mission in Call of Duty history, as you can reset the level and make a ton of different choices. So I, for one, am very, very excited to see how exactly that one is going to play out. Now, without a doubt, the coolest part of the campaign that we learned about is that it actually has multiple different endings. So just like how you can choose your own path on certain levels, it appears the ending is all up to the player as well. So not everyone's experience is going to be the same in the end, but of course you could always go back and play through it again to see how each ending is actually different if you wanted to do so. Then we also ended up getting some multiplayer information as well. First and foremost here, the multiplayer reveal is happening on September 9th. That's going down on the official Call of Duty Twitch channel. So that's going to be twitch.tv/Call of Duty. So we can expect to see some gameplay there, and if I were to guess, probably a beta announcement with all the confirmed dates too. Now, once again, Black Ops Cold War is going to feature crossplay with all platforms. So that means PS4, Xbox One, PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X players will all be able to party up regardless of which platform they're on. And there's also going to be cross progression as well, so all your stuff is going to save if you ever decide to change platforms. On top of that, there is no season pass for Black Ops Cold War, and instead we are going to see another free content season like what we had this year in Modern Warfare and Warzone. And Activision says there will be a steady stream of content for multiplayer and zombies throughout the post-launch content season. Then they also said the Battle Pass is going to be back, and that's going to include a ton of content throughout the year as well. Now, one very big question that pretty much everyone has had so far is what's going to happen to all their Modern Warfare and Warzone content when Black Ops Cold War releases. And apparently, anything you've earned this year is going to transfer to Black Ops Cold War, including operators, blueprints, and all sorts of stuff like that. So have no fear, your items won't be going anywhere when Cold War releases on November 13th. So all around, I would say the game is looking pretty impressive so far. Obviously, there was a lot of doubt going into this year with the whole time frame and everything there. Treyarch ended up losing a year of development time because the whole lead role shift and all that. Plus, with everyone working from home, everyone was kind of like, is this game going to release as a finished and polished product? But lo and behold, from what we've seen so far, to me at least, the game looks absolutely incredible. So, there you have it. That is effectively everything we learned about Black Ops Cold War regarding the campaign, the multiplayer, and the content approach for the year. And that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, or if you're just excited for Call of Duty 2020 now, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, leaks, and everything in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WhosImmortal on all Scuff, G Fuel, Control Freak, and Respawn products. All of those links can be found in the description below, and once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.